It's been 6 months since 8 men died and several others were hurt in a deadly bus crash in Marion County. All of them were migrant farm workers. They were on their way to work when investigators say a truck 41-year-old Brian Howard was driving crossed the center line of State Road 40 and crashed.
And Howard is now facing several charges of DUI manslaughter. WESH 2's Luana Munoz spoke exclusively with a passenger who survived the horrific crash and learned about the support that the victims and their families are getting.
It
was a day like any other. We got up to work. We woke up around 4 in the morning.
Not a day goes by that Ramon Perez Pons isn't reminded of May 14, 2024. Ramon and 42 farm workers, including 2 women and a driver, got on their bus in Gainesville to begin the 50-mile journey to Dunellen to work at Cannon Farms. But they never made it. Ramon and his co-workers were sleeping on the bus after a long night's work the day before. Then at 6:40 a.m., a 2001 Ford Ranger, troopers say was driven by 41-year-old Brian Howard, crossed the center line of State Road 40, sideswiping the bus. The driver lost control and veered off the road.
From there, the bus was destroyed by a tree. That's when many of my colleagues were ejected from the bus. Some died instantly. Others were gravely injured.
After the bus hit the tree, Ramon says he grabbed onto his seat and anything he could for what was to come.
In that moment, I was shocked. Everything happened within seconds. At the point of impact, the bus overturned and some of my colleagues fell on top of me.
Ramon and others remained buried under those bodies until help arrived.
He suffered contusion to his lungs, rib injuries, hip fracture, low back injuries, cervical spine injuries.
Attorney Jesus Elizar Arras represents Ramon and many of the injured survivors. He's been able to get them payment for lost wages and medical benefits through workman's comp. It's provided by Impact Staff Leasing, the company that employs these farm workers. But while receiving care, their work visas expired. Despite trying to get an extension, many were left stranded.
I have one client that was still in a wheelchair that as soon as the visa expired, he was sent back. He had a fractured leg and he was on a cast. He relied on other co-workers to kind of take him to the airport and push him in a wheelchair.
Consequently, it totally changed the plans we had. We came here with the American dream, like all Mexicans. We wanted to work with our H-2A visa. We came to work legally.
As for the families of the deceased, workman's comp is covering $150,000 per victim.
It's very, difficult for these individuals to come to a different country where they don't speak the English. They're getting underpaid, working hard, doing jobs that other individuals don't want to do. And all of a sudden there's an accident and we just don't account for them, So we want to make sure justice is done and their voice is heard.
Attorney Jose Rivas, who represents one of the families, is working to get that money to his clients who also live in a rural part of Mexico.
Here you have 8 families who have been affected greatly. No money in the world can bring these individuals back.
Like my companions, our lives were forever changed. But the ones who passed away, unfortunately, they weren't able to say goodbye to their families.
Ramon is waiting to get hip surgery. His health is improving. But for him and many of the survivors, the mental scars of what they witnessed may take years to heal. Luana Munoz, WESH 2 News.
Brian Howard, the man suspected of causing the crash, is charged with 8 counts of DUI manslaughter. Arrest records say that he admitted to smoking marijuana oil and taking prescription medication the night before the crash. His next court hearing is set for January.